What if I told you there's a natural herb that can boost testosterone, reduce your stress, improve sleep, increase muscle strength, and even enhance fertility? But if used wrong, it can damage your hormones and cause serious health issues. That herb is ashwagandha, and today I'll uncover the real truth. This video is specially made for men who struggle with stress, low energy, weak immunity, poor sleep, low testosterone, low sperm count, or anxiety. So, ashwagandha is becoming very popular these days, but honestly, most people don't know the correct dosage, the right timing, or even the real dangers that come with it. Alright, so in this video, I'll cover a few important things. First, what exactly ashwagandha is. Second, the science-based benefits for men. Third, the correct dosage and timing. Fourth, who should not take it, including side effects and risks. And fifth, the best brand and type of ashwagandha you should choose. Oh, and make sure you stay till the end. I'll share a 7-day ashwagandha test so you can check if your body is actually responding well or not. Ashwagandha, also called Withania somnifera, is a powerful Ayurvedic adaptogen. Do you know what the meaning of adaptogen is? Well, adaptogen means it helps your body adapt to stress. So, ashwagandha has been used for thousands of years to improve strength, virility, and, well, mental calmness. And you know, modern science actually confirms that ashwagandha affects both the nervous system and the hormonal system. Now, the real question is, how does it actually work in the body? First, it lowers cortisol. Cortisol is also called the stress hormone because, honestly, when cortisol levels go up, anxiety and depression can increase too. Secondly, it supports testosterone production. You probably already know what testosterone is and what this hormone does. But if not, you can check out my latest video on testosterone and how to boost it naturally. Ashwagandha also improves GABA levels. GABA is an inhibitory neurotransmitter that helps calm the brain. You might have already heard about medications like alprazolam, bromazepam, or clonazepam. These all work on GABA receptors. And ashwagandha acts as a natural antioxidant. Antioxidants are those substances that help fight inflammation and aging. Alright, so the first big benefit is that it reduces stress and anxiety. Research actually shows that ashwagandha can reduce cortisol levels by up to 30%. It really helps with anxiety, panic attacks, mood swings, and even brain fog. Plus, ashwagandha improves sleep quality naturally, without needing sleeping pills. Alright, so here's number 2. Ashwagandha actually boosts testosterone and fertility. Testosterone, as you probably know, is the main male sex hormone. It's responsible for things like muscle growth, energy, libido, sexual health, and, well, all those other classic male characteristics. Now, in men with low testosterone, studies show that after using ashwagandha, testosterone levels can increase by up to 17%. That's actually pretty significant. And here's something even more important. Ashwagandha increases sperm count and motility, which is really good for fertility. Plus, it improves libido and performance too. Moving on, number 3 is all about energy and muscle strength. Ashwagandha really helps with muscle recovery after those tough gym workouts. It increases your strength, stamina, and overall physical performance. So, it's great for athletes, gym lovers, or honestly, any guy who just feels tired all the time. And finally, number 4, better sleep and relaxation. Ashwagandha actually activates your parasympathetic system. That's the part of your nervous system that promotes deep, restful sleep. It can really help if you're struggling with insomnia or mental fatigue too. So ashwagandha, it really boosts immunity. It's actually rich in antioxidants, which means it helps protect your cells from damage. And yeah, it also helps with inflammation and joint pain. First, you gotta figure out the purpose behind why you're taking ashwagandha. Then, you need to find out the right dosage for your specific purpose. The third important thing is timing. So just keep these 3 points in mind: purpose, dosage, and timing. For stress or anxiety, a dose of 300 to 500 milligrams of extract is preferable at night after dinner. If your goal is testosterone boosting and energy, then 500 to 600 milligrams of extract is best, taken in the morning and evening. For sleep support, 300 milligrams is good at night, about 1 hour before bed. And if you're aiming for muscle growth, 600 milligrams is recommended after your workout. So always choose KSM-66 or sensorial extract. These are, science-tested extracts, and never exceed 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams per day without medical advice. Ashwagandha is available in different forms. Honestly, it just depends upon the user. The best options. Capsules are the most accurate. Powder you can mix with milk or warm water, and ashwagandha tea for a milder effect. You should avoid random cheap brands without standard extract. Always look for 5% with anolides. That's the active compound. So, in the following conditions, you really should avoid ashwagandha. First, people with high thyroid, should stay away from it. Secondly, if you're taking blood pressure or diabetes medicines, it's not recommended for you either. Third, pregnant or breastfeeding women should also avoid ashwagandha. Fourth, people with liver or kidney diseases should not take it. And finally, if you take a high dosage, it can actually cause gas, diarrhea, or headaches. Now let's talk about overdose dangers. Overdosing on ashwagandha can actually lower testosterone, which is, the opposite effect of what most guys want. So, if you have low testosterone, ashwagandha can help, but if you take more than the recommended dose, it will also lower your testosterone. That's why it's super important to take the exact dose. I'll discuss the right dose a bit later. And remember, never take ashwagandha with alcohol, smoking, or other supplements. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to show you a simple 7-day test for using ashwagandha. For days 1 to 3, start with 300 milligrams at night. Then, for days 4 to 7, you can increase to 600 milligrams if you don't experience any side effects. But hey, if you feel bloated, too sleepy, or have a heavy chest, you should stop immediately. So, how do you know if ashwagandha is actually working for you? Well, you might start to notice some good signs, like getting deeper sleep, feeling a calmer mind, having more energy, experiencing less anxiety, and even enjoying stronger workouts. These are all positive changes that suggest ashwagandha is doing its job. When we combined ashwagandha capsule and a healthy lifestyle, it actually generates the best results. Now I'm going to show you something about the do's and don'ts. There are some things you have to do, and some things you should really avoid. First, do this. Get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, stick to a protein-rich diet, make sure you exercise or at least go for a walk, and try to get some sun exposure. Now let's talk about the things you should avoid. Stay away from alcohol, junk food, stress, and late-night screen time. Ashwagandha is powerful, but, it's not magic. Combine it with the right diet, good sleep, and a healthy lifestyle, and it can truly change your life.